Hello my dear friends, this is Phil again and welcome back to my channel. So in this episode, I'm going to show you some tricks and tips on how to respawn or how to trigger the respawn items to make your farming much quicker and more efficient. So the trick is your loot item list will only be synced to the server if the saving progress is triggered. So currently in the game, the auto synchronization happens every 15 minutes. As long as you don't drop anything, you don't fast travel, you don't join any team, either it's public or private, it will not trigger the synchronization between your client and the server for any looted items. So what you want to do is you have to make a lot of good friends inside the game and go to a place, loot whatever you want, but it should not be in an isolated cell. By that I mean you don't need to go into somewhere through a loading screen. As long as it's in the public world, you can just go there, loot it, and then join your friend's server using the friend list, which will not trigger the synchronization between the client and the server. That means the server will not know you pick up something in this specific world. Then you can loot the same thing in your friend's server and then immediately join another friend's server. So you can repeat this once again until you reach this 15 minutes auto-saving threshold. Now let me show you how exactly it works. I'm in Morgantown Airport. I need to loot some fragmented mine for my explosive bait. So I quickly jump in any world. The first world doesn't matter. Now I looted 4 mines. Now I check my friend list and pick any one of my friends who's online and join their world directly. You have to join their world. You cannot choose to leave the world and then rejoin another. You have to join another world through the friend list because that one doesn't trigger any synchronization between the server and client. Okay, now it's loaded to one of my friend's worlds. Let me go back to the roof and check whether my mine is still there. Let's quickly jump on the top. I'm sure I will see 4 fragmented mines lay on the ground for me to pick up. You see, they are still here, so you don't need to wait for the respawn timer or you don't need to loot another 250 items in order to actually trigger the respawn. So by doing this, if you have a long list of active friends online, you can do about 5, 6 or even 7 times of world changing and loot the same thing for 6, 7 times. The only thing I want to mention here is there are some items they only have 20% of chances to respawn at the same location. For example, bubbleheads and magazines. Then you only have 20% chance to find them in your friend's server by doing what I was doing just now. After 15 minutes, you realize the item you are farming does not respawn in your friend's world anymore. Then you would want to do another trick to loot another 255 items to trigger the respawn. So how the respawn works is the server will keep a looted item list. It will list all the items you looted recently, but the list only keep 255, or someone says 180, someone says 200, but let's stick to the lightest number here. Let's say the list is 255 item long. Every time when you looted 255 item, the list will remove the oldest item on the list and add in a new item on. So anything that does not listed in this looted item list, the server will respawn it when you join a new world. So what we can do here is we can go to Summervale and loot the 260 books in the small room, then drop the book, which gonna trigger a synchronization between the client and the server to update your looted item list on the server side. Then you join a different world. You either can join it through a friend list or you can quit the current world and rejoin a new world. Once you join the new world, go back to whatever you want to farm. It should spawn exactly at the same location. So let me show you how this happens. Now what I'm trying to do is to loot all of these burned books and textbooks. If you loot downstairs and upstairs, it's about 260 something. It will surely be enough to trigger the respawn on the server side. Let me quickly loot everything. Now I've finished the looting. Let me quickly show you how much books I looted here. So burnt textbook 122 and burnt book 143. That gives us over 260 books in total. Now what we want to do, we want to just drop all of these books we just looted because they're really heavy. And we need to drop them to trigger the synchronization between the server and the client. I just leave them in this small drawer. Now what I need to do is just quit this world and join a different one. Now here is a quick tip here. How do you make sure you join a different world, not the same world, if you don't have any online friends at the moment? So what you do is you go into this Atomic Shop and browse through a few of the bundles or any items on sale. I mean, this week is New Coca-Cola Twin Set bundle. It's very pretty, I would say. It's much better than a lot of other bundles. If you're interested, go ahead to buy them. You can make your camp a New Coca-Cola theme camp. Now after you go through a few of them, try to join another adventure world. That will guarantee that you're going to join a different world. Now I joined the new world. I need to travel back to Morgantown Airport. Here I am. I'm back to the airport. Let me quickly go up to the roof and check whether my mine has been respawned. Okay, there they are. They will respawn again after this 25 item looted. So that's how you trigger additional respawn after you loot the item several times by using the friend list to join their world. Unfortunately, in my tests later, I cannot just join my friend world again to trigger the respawn without looting another 255 items. And that means if you want to farm something, you have to use a trick in the first half of the video to farm as many resources as you want by joining your friend world using the friend list. After that, you can go to Somerville and loot another 255 item to force the server to trigger the respawn again. Then you loot it once more. After that, you're gonna need to keep on looting another 250 items to trigger the respawn instead of using the friend list to start the loot again. Okay, I hope this video is helpful for you for any of your farming, and please give me a thumb up if you think it's helpful, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share this video with your buddy Vault Dwellers. But until next time, Philligans out.